Hello sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope that this video finds you doing amazing, and I hope each and every one of you are doing very well. Today you guys, I am super excited because I'm going to be sharing with you 3 very beautiful and easy farmhouse home decor DIYs. And you guys, these are super cute and nice, and I cannot wait to share. So let's jump right in. So for this first DIY, I have here some wood planks that you can get from Dollar Tree. And yes, these are from Dollar Tree, and they have so many good wood planks out right now, and they put out so many good ones, and you could do a ton of things with these. So I like to pick them up. And I have 3 here, but I'm only going to be using 2, and I like to just sand it down because sometimes they could be a little rough around the edges. So I'm just going to sand it, and then I am going to take 1 to start off, and then I also have these little wooden dice or cubes, and then they are really nice, you guys, to do different DIYs as well. And I am just gonna take my wood glue and hot glue, and I am gonna place 4 of them down on the corner of the wood plank. That way, you know, it's almost like little legs, but I'm not going to be using them as legs. I'm just placing down on all 4 corners. So just with the wood glue and hot glue, so that way it can stay stuck really nice and fast for us. But then we also have the wood glue, so it's nice and strong. And once I'm done placing down all 4, that just created some height and a little bit of a gap for us, because we're gonna place down that other wood plank right on top of it, and we're gonna sandwich it together just as you see me doing here. And this is gonna create, you know, as I said, just a little space, because I do want to place some things in here like some greenery, and I thought that was such a beautiful idea. And before I do that, and once everything is together and glued together, I'm just gonna take this outside and I'm gonna give it a nice coat of some black spray paint. Now you could paint this by hand if you want, use whatever color you would like, but I'm just taking some black spray paint and I'm gonna spray paint the entire thing. And with the magic of editing, here is what it looks like right now after it is spray painted, and I think it looks absolutely beautiful. And the reason why I chose black is because when I put the greenery in here, I wanted to pop out and stand out really nicely. So now I have this greenery pick that you can get from Dollar Tree, or you can place down some florals, whatever you would like. And I am going to cut them off one by one, so that way I can have more control over where I am putting them. And I am simply just going to hot glue them down inside. Now it's completely your choice as well if you want to hot glue them down. You don't have to, but I just wanted them to be secure, and I don't think I will be switching these out in particular, but you can switch them out if you wanted to. So if you didn't want to use hot glue, just don't use it, and that way you're able to switch them out. So I am just placing them down, and I am just placing my hot glue and arranging them until I like how they look. And you guys, my original thought was to put the greenery all around this piece where it's open on 4 sides, but I didn't have enough greenery, so I just had to go with one side. But with the one side, it does still look very pretty and I love it. But if you want, you can put it on all 4 sides, but you have to let me know if you would put it on all 4 sides, or does it look better with just the one, because I really don't know. I think it looks good with just the one, but also it could be all around. So then once I have all the greenery inside, this DIY is pretty much complete, you guys, and I absolutely love it. I love this for, you know, placing down a candle or some books on top even. And I think it is super simple, but definitely gives off those farmhouse vibes. And I absolutely love it. I just styled it with a little Dollar Tree candle, and I think it looks absolutely beautiful. You guys have to let me know what you think of this DIY. I love to hear your guys' thoughts and comments, so please sound off below in the comment section and let me know what you guys think. Okay, friends, next up, I have here this big jumbo sign that I got from Hobby Lobby. I got this a while back at 50% off, so it was $4.99 with the 50% off. And this is a really decent size sign. It is pretty big, and then I'm gonna go in with this mineral color chalk paint by Waverly, and I am gonna distress the inside, the center of it, and I am gonna turn this into a lovely farmhouse sign. And so I am just gonna paint it, but I am gonna do it really rustically, and I am just going to make it look nice and worn out and distressed and really old. So I am not worrying about how it looks. Really, you don't want it to be perfect. So as you see me doing here, I'm just going to paint it just really roughly and until I like it, and then you can stop however you like. You can add more paint if you want, or if you want a light distressing, then you would add less. And then once that is done, I'm gonna go in with my heat tool, aka my hair dryer, and I am just going to dry this piece, and this just speeds up that process so we can keep working, and it dries literally in no time. And so once that is nice and dry, I also just want to take some of this truffle color by Waverly, and I want to also distress the edges of this sign, the border, because I don't want it to be clean and then have the center all rustic. I think it doesn't go together. So I'm just going to also distress that border, and I am going to do all around. Make sure I get the sides too, because you can see them obviously. And so I'm going to get every piece that I would like, and as you see here, I am just distressing it and painting it roughly. And then once that is done, I do want to go in with some nautical rope for the inside of the frame, inside of the border, and I'm just simply gonna hot glue that down into place all the way around. And not only is this gonna give it a nice look, but it will also hide any imperfections that may be there, and it looks way better. So I just take my hot glue gun and I just place that all around the frame, and I really love how it looks. I think it looks even more like a farmhouse sign, and I really love how it looks with that little touch. So once that is on there, I am gonna take this chicken that I got from Dollar Tree, and you guys, this chicken is a perfect size for this sign. It's not too big, it's not too small, and I love it. So I want to place it in the center of the sign, but before I do that, I want to distress it a little bit because it's a bit too shiny and clean. So I am gonna take that same truffle color that I used for the border, and I am going to distress the chicken, mainly focusing on the edges where it would mostly get worn out at. And then I am just simply going to take some E6000 so it can be nice and stuck on, and also my hot glue, and just stick that right down in the center. And I really love how it's coming out. Now guys, this sign is turning out absolutely adorable and I am loving it. So once that chicken is on there, I'm gonna go in with this pack of sticker letters, and I am gonna spell out the word farmhouse, and I am gonna place it down, but I am gonna place it at a sort of roundish so that way it can give it a nice decorative look. And I am just gonna place that to the top of the sign, and that is why I placed the chicken a little bit to the lower side of the sign. So I am just gonna place farmhouse, and as you see here, I am not pressing them down all the way, because I want to make sure that they are nice and placed as they are supposed to be, and nice and even. So once I get them to where I like, then I will push them down all the way, and also give them a nice coat of Mod Podge on the top, so that way they will not be coming off. and I absolutely love how it's turning out, you guys. It's turning out super cute. And now once that wording is on there, I think it looks really good. And I'm gonna go in with these rub-on transfers, and I'm just gonna cut 2 pieces of the greenery so I can put on either side of the wording. And this is just going to give it a nice look and make that farmhouse stand out. So I'm just cutting out 2 that I like, and this pack of rub-on transfers you can get at Dollar Tree, and all you have to do is just place it down and scratch it and then peel right up, and it'll come right off. And I think they are super cute. So I just place down 2 of them, and then I just take some raffia and I make a simple little bow for the chicken, and I just simply hot glue it down onto the little chicken. And you guys, this DIY is absolutely complete for me. You can add more stuff if you wanted, but I think it looks so pretty and I love it. And here is the final look at it, you guys. And once again, I really do love how it turned out. I think it's super cute and such a great addition to your kitchen, or really anywhere in your home if you have a farmhouse styled home. And you guys will have to let me know what you think of this DIY. And you guys, really quickly, I just want to talk to you about my posting days for YouTube. I usually was posting on Tuesdays and Fridays, but I was thinking about changing my days to Wednesdays and Saturdays. And I would like to know if those days work for you, or if Tuesdays and Fridays work better for you. Let me know down in the comments, because I would love to know when it's best to post so you guys are able to view my videos. But I was just thinking about just changing it to Wednesdays and Saturdays, but it's just a thought for now. But do let me know down in the comments, what do you think? So moving on to the last DIY for today, I have another one of those wood planks from Dollar Tree, and then I also have their white acrylic paint. And I am just going to give this a nice coat of that white paint, but I'm going to do it on the backside, which usually these wooden planks, they come with one side really nice and smooth, and then the other side is sort of chippy. So this is the side that I'm going to be painting, the chippy side, so that way that can just be the back. And so I'm just gonna paint it so that way it can look nice and finished. And I'm gonna also paint the sides and edges so that way when you see that, it looks nice and clean as well. Because I want to place this paper on here, this white shiplap paper. This came from a scrapbook, a book of scrapbook papers that you can, like sort through and pick whichever one you would like for a project. So I just picked this one and I really love how it looks. And this is going to go on the other side. And so once I get that nicely painted and dried, I'm just going to take it and I'm going to just crease it so I can see where I need to cut it. Then I'm just going to cut it down to size, and I'm just going to place some Mod Podge so I am able to put down my paper. So you just want to place a layer of Mod Podge. Make sure you get all the edges and corners so nothing is sticking up. And then you just want to lay down your paper nice and as smooth as possible. I like to use my Cricut tool just to smooth it out sometimes, but whatever you have to help you smooth it, that would work just fine. And do you guys see this right here? I started cleaning off the Mod Podge, and it was so satisfying to me to just have all of that peel right up. And now I have a nice clean bottle. Sometimes it could get, dried around the rim where you close it, and then it gets hard to close, so I had to take it off. But anyway, I'm just gonna put a layer of Mod Podge down, and as I said, make sure you get every corner really nicely, because sometimes it could want to peel up. And then I do like to take my sandpaper or sanding block afterward, so that way I can make sure that there is no loose paper or excess paper hanging off of the sides. And that's just going to make the paper really nice and flush to the piece as well, and make it look even more nicer. So I just do that all around the edges. You guys, I love to communicate with you and let you know information and stuff like that. And I always do that on my community tab here on YouTube. So do remember to check out my community tab here and there, just so you can see any new info or any, updates to my channel. And that is a really good way to, keep in touch with me in the community tab. And if you don't know where that is, I'll show you right here. So if you go to my page, it's gonna have home, videos, playlists, and then community. You see a circle there, you just tap on it, click on it, and then it will take you to everything that I post, and that way you can see everything that I post and keep up to date with me. So just so you guys could know, and just in case you guys don't know where that is. So now to the next part of the DIY, I'm gonna take these little wooden rings and I want to hot glue them here to the center of the little frame or sign. And I just took my ruler so I can measure out where exactly I need to place them from top to bottom. So it's 4 inches, I think, from the top, and then 4 inches from the bottom that I'm going to be hot gluing them. And I'm going to be placing 3 down, but you can definitely add more if you wanted. It's just a preference. I just decided to go with 3. And I'm just going to take my hot glue, place a little bit on the ring, and then I'm just going to simply press it down. And then once I get that first one on, I'm going to do the bottom one, and then I'll do the one in the middle just so I can make sure everything is nice and even. And then once those rings are on there, and also you guys, these rings are from Dollar Tree, and I think they are a great piece to do DIYs, different DIYs, and there's so many things you can do with these as well. So I had to pick them up. And so now once all of those 3 are on there, I'm just simply gonna take some florals from Dollar Tree and I am gonna stick them down. And how cute is that, you guys? I really love how it looks, and I'm just gonna cut them off one by one because you guys know that I like to do that. It just gives you more, gives you more in control of how you're gonna place them. And so before I even place them down, I wrap them with some juice string so that way they can be like bunched together, the stems, and it's much easier to place down into the rings. So once I have that, I am just going to place them down in there. And then you guys, this DIY can be totally done, but all I do extra is I take the same juice string and I wrap it around the bottom just a few times because I thought it was a bit plain. And so that was the last step for this piece, and I absolutely love how it turned out. And I just love it. It's so simple and so pretty, and the rings are really, the focal point of the piece because it's really different to have the florals in there, and I love it. Let me know what you think of this DIY. And my friends, thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. If you like today's video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and do consider hitting that subscribe button because I would love to have you be a part of my YouTube family. And I will see you all on the next one, you guys. Take care and God bless. Bye.